You should be freaking out as to what's happening now. I can't put into words anymore. I'm trying my best. Oh God, I'm trying my best to explain to you how important this is. I'm trying my best, but I can't. Because you've never seen anything like this. Do you have any idea? In 2 days from now, it will mark the 1-year countdown to election 2023. Do you know? Do you know what's happening? Do you? Do you know? Do No, because you've been watching Fox News or CNN, and they're talking about the same crap over and over and over. This is the watershed moment. This is where, let me give you an idea of what's happening. Let me try to explain to you. October the 7th was the tripwire that started the explosion, the cacophony, the tsunami, the avalanche. It was the moment it all started. Do you understand this? And quit talking about what happened in 1973 regarding Yom Kippur. I know about this. Quit talking about land and the history of Israel versus. I know all that stuff. I know. I'm so sick of these people talking about the same stuff. I understand this. And I understand, yes, of course, there's horror going on in Gaza. Yes, I understand. I understand the apartheid. I understand the open air concentration camp. But I understand that. Jesus, would you move on to something else? Move on to what's going on. Do you know what's happening? Do you know what's happening to the left? They're imploding. This is what they're not telling you about. They're imploding. They are imploding. They are. You've got a huge faction of the left that is connecting to the Palestinian movement, and another faction of the left, namely Biden and others, who aren't budging. There's a schism. There's a fracture. It's like nothing you've ever seen. The left, the notable left, even people like Amy Schumer and Borat and others who are evincing an allegiance to Israel, are coming right loggerheads with another group of left who view Israel as the epicenter of evil. This is a collision within the left. And if that group of people, if those young people decide to coalesce, to form a movement against Biden, whom would they go for? Bobby Kennedy Jr.? Forget it. More aligned, especially now after having dealt with Shmuley and others, after he basically pledged fealty to Israel. I'm not saying this in an accusatory. I'm telling you the truth. He went full. He had no idea this was coming. And you've got to understand something. And I want you to listen to me carefully. I don't give a damn whether you like what I say or not. I don't give a damn whether you care about it or not. It doesn't matter. There is political reality, and political reality doesn't give a damn about the way things should be. And you know who's going to benefit from this? Trump. How's that, you say? This is the greatest time ever to be a Trump supporter. And you listen good, my friends. I mean, really listen good. Now, first of all, let me stop right there. I want you to like what I'm doing, like this video, subscribe to the channel. And right now, my friends, as we speak, as the world is, I don't know what the word is, but as the world implodes, there is a time for you to worry about emergencies and food and water and energy and money and investments. Listen carefully to our sponsor. Take heed, my friend. Take heed. Dark clouds are gathering as markets shudder. Stocks are sinking, currencies stumbling, fear and uncertainty reign. The Middle East, Ukraine, Taiwan, the debt, it's endless. Yet one asset stands firm: gold. In crisis after crisis, gold is there in the background. Its enduring value guards against loss, like a missile shield against incoming. While paper wealth burns, gold persists. Shield your savings against looming threats, war, recession, contagion, and avoid the frenzied panic of the unprepared. Take control in the chaos. Fortune favors decisive action. Right now, Noble Gold Investments offers a free 5-ounce America the Beautiful coin with every new IRA. Claim your free coin today to secure your financial future. As this new storm gathers, panic looms, and some of the places you were thinking of for your money, well, they don't look so clever anymore. Secure your future against disaster. Open a free Noble Gold Investments IRA and claim your free bullion coin today. Go to noblegoldinvestments.com now. Right now, go to noblegoldinvestments.com. Tell them Lionel sent you. The only gold company I trust. Do you see what's happening in the world? Do you see what's happening? Let me go through this. First, I must ask a question. And I must ask a question if you are listening. Have you lost any friends yet to what is going on? I've lost 2 friends. 2 friends who are pro-Palestinian. What does that mean? They're pro-Palestinian. Okay. No, you don't understand. They're ultra uber Palestinian. I said, what do? You don't do shit with Palestine. You just talk. You don't do anything. You're just a big blowhard. The same thing goes for those who speak loudly about Israel. Most of us just talk. We just talk. You're not doing anything. You're not going over there fighting Hamas. You're not going door to door. The IDF are. People are big talkers. Oh, big. Oh, Amy Schumer standing up for what does this mean? What does this mean? The people who were there, the Palestinians and Israelis who are living through this, those are the ones who you should talk to. But we live nothing. We live in this world of bullshit artists who think they're involved in everything. Oh my God. And I don't like you because what you've said. And I'm going to rip down your poster. Hey, you've got what are those pictures of kidnapped Israelis? Well, I'm going to tear them down. Why? Because I'm a jerk. We are such children. We are petulant children. We are children. We don't do anything but just yammer and talk and bleat and howl. I've never seen anything like this. Have you had anybody? Have you had friends of yours? Have you got into arguments? Have you? Have you? You will. Oh, you will. Someone's going to say, well, what do you think about this? And you're going to be either pro-Israel or pro, I guess, Palestine. I don't know if you're pro-Hamas. And it's stupid. Let me tell you what's happening right now. You let all this nonsense go away. And let me tell you what's going to happen. This has got to stop. It will stop. You're not going to bulldoze Gaza. It's not going to happen. So when's it going to stop? Hamas sits back and says, we did our thing. We have our hostages. We're not doing anything now. Well, we're going to go into Gaza and because that's where you are. No, we're not there. And they're also going to say, but that's where the hostages are. You want to go and you want to bomb that? You want to bomb where you see this catch-22? And the rest of the world has forgotten October the 7th. People would think that obviously, people will remember that there were innocent people killed and kidnapped. Nope, nobody's thinking about that at all. Nope, we're beyond that. You got to understand something. People have the attention span of a gnat. They have the attention span of a gnat. And what do most people do? Nothing. They sit back and they belch and bark and bleat and yell and scream, and they don't do anything. They don't do anything. Come on. So here's what's happening right now. You've got this faction. You had this group called the left. And the left was theoretically Joe Biden. And theoretically it was Democrats. And now, right in half, cut in half. You've got a bunch of people within there saying, hey, wait a minute, Joe. What are you doing? Well, I'm with Israel 100%. Right, Blinken? Yeah, right. We're 100%. And other countries do. We're gonna give all the support we need. You're doing what? That's right. And to Ukraine and to whoever it is. Now, by the way, they haven't figured out the distinction between Ukraine and whatever. We'll get to that in a moment. You have the conservatives, and this may be crazy, but why is pro-Israel a conservative point? It should be because it's either correct or not correct. Not because this is part of you look in your manual of all of the groups that you show allegiance to, Second Amendment, morality, Israel. I don't know if people really understand this. Question number 1, does Israel have the right to exist? Yes. Question number 2, do they stay there? Yeah, well, I'm moving. It's kind of moot. Question number 1, does Israel have the right to exist? Yes or no? Yes or no? You may think, well, I don't know. You better think that because that's clause number 1, paragraph number 1 of the Hamas charter. How about that? You don't have the right to exist. You don't even, and they're doing the old changing the position on maps, either Chinese maps or others. Oh, hey, where's Israel? It's not there. They've been doing this. This is the oldest joke in the world. I had a friend of mine who was in the military, in the army. He was at a briefing, oh my God, 40 years ago. And they did the same thing. They would have maps. There's no Israel. Question number 1, does Israel have the right to exist? Yes, of course. Does it have the right to live in peace? Yes. Does it have the right to? Yes. You're not going to undo anything. You're not going to undo 1948. It's not going to happen. Okay, now let me get that out of the way. Next, what about the Palestinians? What about that one? What do you say to people about that? What do you say? What do you say? What do you say? What do you say? Think about it. One of these things that people say, and it makes a hell of a point, is, hey, Palestine, yeah, where the hell have you been? 2005, you had this. What is this? 18 years? You've been sitting on your ass the whole time. It looks like squalor. What is this? West Bank and this. What is this? 18 years. You're not exactly living in the dark ages. What is with you in progress? This is what's being said. Come on. What's going on here? Where's the rest of your where's all of your other Muslim countries and helping out? Come on, build something. You've got some of the best real estate in the world on the Mediterranean. They said this could be the new Singapore. Come on, Gaza. What are you doing? What is this? Oh, it's not our fault. So, it's not your fault. What, it's us again? This is where we are. Start off with this argument. This is the argument that's been made for the longest time. What is this? What you have never missed an opportunity to miss an opportunity. Abba Ibn said that from the days of our friend Mr. Arafat. What do you think? What is going on here? 18 years. You've got more. Build something. Get Hamas out of there. What are you doing? That's what they say. That's what they've been saying. Doesn't matter right now, but just so that you know the argument. And you know what? There's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. Then the other argument is that we can't do anything. We're Gazans. We're at the mercy of Hamas. Don't say we voted them in. They held a gun to our head. They haven't had an election in 2006? Same thing with the Palestinian Authority. What do? We're poor. We can't do anything because you've got a blockade around us. I like when they say this is genocide. And have there been excesses? Oh God, yes. Have Israeli soldiers been discourteous and brutal? And of course. Other way around too. Yes. So this is where we are. This is an impasse. This is, and they're still arguing that. I don't care about that. I don't care. I don't care. Stop this. Stop this now. I can't organize. I can't tell you what to do. I can't force Palestinians. I can't force, with all of the billions of dollars of oil wealth. You think somebody would say, let's give these, throw them a bone. Come on, you know what? We're going to come in there. We're going to do this. We're going to send, we're going to help you build things and build houses and build whatever it is. All right, everybody back off. We're coming in now. Hamas, that goes double for you. But that's not what's interesting. You and I talk about this all the time. It's the same old argument all the time. It's going to stop at one point. But I'm talking about elections. Who is the Democratic candidate who best exemplifies those group of people that the left better swear, better hope to God never mobilizes? Which Democratic candidate, give me a name, best exemplifies that kind of a progressive side that would make these people the most happy? Which one do you think that would be? Pray tell. Who would that be? Give me a hint. Whom do you think? Newsom. Are you kidding me? Gavin Newsom? You think Gavin Newsom's going to go with what? The Palestinians? Are you kidding me? Gavin Newsom is going to go? If you go with Palestine, or whatever the version of this is, you're done. RFK? No way. No way. Did you not hear what Bobby Kennedy said when Shmuley Boteach? Remember when they told Bobby Kennedy, they said he was anti-Semitic? Remember that? Because Bobby Kennedy said that one of these days we're going to have some type of a virus or some type of an antibiotic or a vaccine that's going to target certain ethnicities. Do you remember that? Bobby Kennedy said that. Do you remember that? Yeah. And then Shmuley said, oh, no, he's not anti-Semitic. And then Bobby Kennedy talked about when he was a kid and his father would talk about Israel. And are you kidding me? Come on. Who? AOC, you're not being serious. You're not being serious. Cornel West. Cornel West has, oh my God. Cornel West has all of the bona fides. He has put himself, and he could just deflect a little bit away from what we was Green Party, but to the Independent Party, more so than Bobby. And who wins? Trump. Do you hear what I'm saying? Trump. Now, Trump's been 100% in Israel, but you understand that. So there's a whole bunch of folks. They're going to dilute the Democratic vote. It's Trump. Did you see this little bit? This is the most beautiful story there is. In Bernie Sanders. See, this is another thing too. This is the part, and I don't expect anybody to understand this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I don't expect anybody to get this. For the longest time, there has been a connection, if you will, between progressive Democrats and liberals and Jewish Americans in particular. They have always been. Look at a Woody Allen movie. Look at New York. Look at this prototypical Upper West Side Chablis drinking limousine liberal. Oh my God! It's been from the beginning. In fact, remember who was initially responsible for the development or the organization of the NAACP? Jewish Americans. Absolutely. What are you talking about? Absolutely, they have been there. Now, Now we're finding, which is very interesting to note, that for the first time they're saying, wait a minute, Bernie Sanders recognizes that the support of Israel is critical, and he is cutting ties with his usual suspect lunatic lefties, and they're saying, wait a minute, at 2, Bernie? Yep, absolutely. Bernie knows exactly what's going on. Read this rebuke, if you will. Read this rebuke from what's her name? From Amy Schumer. And she and others are doubling down. And a lot of people, all of a sudden, for the first time, there's been 100% coordinated agreement. 100% coordinated agreement. And what they're doing right now is, for the first time, they're looking at each other and they're saying, wait a minute, what the hell's going on here? I thought we were liberals. Well, we are. Yeah, but I thought we were, wait a minute, I thought we were liberals. We are. But how do you support, Israel? Simple. How do we support Israel? What, are you kidding me? It's the easiest thing in the world. What are you talking about? How do we support Israel? This is you don't get what I'm saying. There is this schism right here. Veritas says, I think it's called Bolshevism. Good day, mate. Well, please don't, and thank you for this, please don't ever complicate the simplicity of this. They never knew. You don't understand. There is something that has never come up before. Let me give you another example. Can I give you another example? Let me give you another example. Listen to me and listen carefully. There is in California during was it Prop 8 or whatever it was, for the gay marriage thing, everybody thought that Black America would absolutely be on board with gay marriage because why? Because of the fact that they believed that with, gay marriage, that there would be a connection that Black Americans would have, specifically with the idea, with the notion of anti-miscegenation laws, because in 1967, Loving against Virginia, people said, obviously, Black folks are going to be on our side because even they were told they couldn't marry, Blacks or whites couldn't be married. And in fact, I believe the anti-miscegenation laws didn't even apply for, I think, Asian, whatever. Anyway, they said, of course. And you know what Black voters said? They said, you think being gay is like being Black? How dare you? How dare you? Blacks turned out to be, in California, voting en masse, some of the most conservative, traditional folks anybody's ever seen. And that was one of the reasons why the Democratic Party, listen to me, had to go elsewhere to get new recruits, because Black folks, gay folks were saying, wait a minute, they're proving to be more conservative than anybody ever thought. Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? They turned out to be more conservative than anybody ever thought. And they realized, my God, our presumptions were incorrect. Now, for the longest time, not necessarily Jews, but people who support Israel and an unfettered, unmolested Israel, who happen to be the left, realize that this never came up before. Yeah, it was there, but never like this. There is a schism, a chasm, a fracture in the Democratic Party. This is the greatest thing ever. Now, a couple of things to note. This is also extremely important. You got to listen to this, my friends. I want to bring this to your attention. Oh, this is so good. This is so incredibly good. Where is this? This is let me see this. There is hang on a minute. I'm looking for this. Trump is kicking everyone's ass. Do you understand this? Do you understand what's going on? Let me show you this one thing in particular. This one piece, which was so bloody good, it's not even funny. It's Trump beating. He's creaming them. And whenever you hear that Trump's doing well in the polls, that means that, forget this. This is going nowhere. Hang on a minute. Oh, God, I love it. Here we go. The rematch. Trump leads 5 swing states. Holy moly. Trump leads in 5 critical states as voters blast Biden. And Nevada, Georgia, Arizona, Michigan, Pennsylvania, home of Dr. Oz and Fetterman, and Wisconsin. And this is the beginning. And when you see this, that means it's even more. You understand this? Veritas says Chardonnay socialism allows middle-class lifestyle. I don't even know if those words mean anything. We should say like, the Liberty liberal. And all that. I mean, those, I don't think that applies, but it's good though. It's a bit alliterative and I like it. And I like your style. Thank you, sir. When you hear that Trump is doing well, that means he's doing better than anybody ever even imagined. He's doing better than anybody ever even thought possible. But Trump's making some big mistakes, though. Big mistakes already. Number one, he's not doing what I said he should have done. He is not. How do I say this? He is not providing, dare I say, he's got to be every day telling us about what he would do, about what is happening in the world, not talking about this goddamn trial all the time that nobody cares about. Get it over, settle it, do whatever you want. Trump's going to testify against Michael Cohen. Nobody cares. We've lost interest in this. We don't even know what it means anymore. It's like it's beyond. Okay, whatever, fine. That being said, so when you hear he's doing well, that means he's doing better than anybody ever even could have imagined. But he's also telling people right now, when I come back, I'm going to get the Department of Justice and I'm going to set up a special prosecutor. No, don't do this. Just do it. Don't make it sound like it's personal. Don't make it sound like it's personal. Don't make it all about you. We don't want a president who's going to spend time going after your enemies. That doesn't make any sense. See, this is Trump. This is prototypical Trump. This is what Trump does. He can't get away from this. He can't do it. You hear what I'm saying? Trump cannot not do this. Just go in and do it. And when you win, go in and absolutely just have listen to me, no inauguration, none of it. He's got to say, I'm too busy. Let's go to work. Nobody's going to show up to this stuff. I don't need this bullshit. Whatever. Sam and Dave are going to show up, or Ann Dave, or whoever the remaining one is. Remember Mario Lopez or Sabato or Chachi? I mean, it was the worst. They would have even made the Love Boat. It was so bad. No, tired of that. Get down to business, but just do it. Don't announce it. And don't hold up. Look, I signed an executive order. Put it down. Be a president. Know what you're doing. Make sure you have a chief of staff. Make sure you know what you're doing. Because it can happen. You know what also is changing? People are now talking about all the lying that took place, all of the theft that took place, all of the stolen ballots and stuffed ballots, and we're all talking about this. Are you following this? Are you following this? It's everywhere now. People, we're talking about it. We're also talking about vaccines. It's okay to come out now. All of you folks who said, hey, I think these are dangerous, come on out. Come on, it's okay. The anti-vaxxers you notice this? The coast is clear. Silver Fox says, how is he going to win with illegal cheating? Well, because it just may happen this time, Silver. I hope that maybe he did the right thing and maybe they're going to be so scared. I can't believe that they didn't even cheat last time via electronic voting, but they actually did it by virtue of paper ballots and things. My friends, please let me remind you, please, 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 I want you to please, you've got to subscribe. Make sure you are subscribed. I don't know why, but we need your subscription. We need you to like this. It's so, so critical. So, so critical. And also, in view of what's happening right now, I want you to understand that our sponsors are here to change your life. And one of the things I've told you about since the beginning is the necessity and the requirement and the absolute need for emergency food. So listen. All right, fellow patriot, let's talk about My Patriot Supply, the country's largest preparedness company. And it is more than equipped to stock your shelves in times of emergency. You can ditch the canned vegetables in the box, pasta and the banana chips and the jerky. Their best-selling 3-month food kit provides delicious breakfasts, lunches, and dinners that last up to 25 years. Now, these meals offer over 2,000 calories every day with a balance of protein and carbs to keep you fed and ready to go in the event of an emergency. Just add water and heat, then eat. Start or strengthen your food supply with this 3-month food kit from My Patriot Supply. So go to preparewithlionel.com to get ready. Preparewithlionel.com. I'm going to say it again. Preparewithlionel.com. Go now. That makes so much sense. Tell me you feel what's going on in the world right now. Tell me you feel it. Tell me you feel for the first time what's happening. Don't do the smart ass response. Tell me you feel. Tell me you feel. Tell me you feel it. Tell me you feel what's happening. Tell me, especially those who have never ever written something lucid tonight. Many of you who are watching and you can't please, I want to hear from you as well. Trump Sword says, this is a long way off, but if public debt can be linked to fraud, can that amount linked to fraud be absolved through sovereign immunity? If public debt can be linked to fraud, can that amount linked to fraud be absolved through sovereign immunity? That's an excellent question, and I'm going to hedge it by saying it depends. Not to be a smartass, but it depends how the question is framed. If it is irregular, you can say, well, debt is a part of the process. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not fraud per se. It's one of the rudiments, the rigors of who knows. That's a very good question, and I thank you for that. You're going to I'm going to be talking about this one day, and I'm going to say, you know what happened? Hamas didn't do what it wanted to do. Because will Hamas win? Yes or no? Will Hamas win? Answer my question. Will Hamas win? Will it? Will Hamas win? 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 Will all of this be associated with Hamas? Will Hamas? Will Hamas win? Yes or no? Now think about this carefully. What do you think will happen? What is a win? Will years from now, will people look back and say to Hamas, that was something. October the 7th changed everything. It changed it for our benefit. We won, Palestinians won, the Palestinians benefited, our cause benefited, we benefited, we did it, we did it. Will it? What will happen? What will happen? All of this marching. Let me just tell you something. All this marching and here, the Palestinians. Oh, great. Yeah. Okay, what happens then? Day 12 of marching. We're going to march again. Yeah, let's keep marching. Okay. What happens? Does that marching equate into any type of political action? I don't know. What happens? Trump is elected. You just split the Democratic Party. You pulled people out. You made them take a stand. And in the meantime, people were obviously talking about Israel, and they're talking about bombing, and they're still relitigating who bombed the hospital. Did you bomb the hospital? What does the evidence say? The world can't keep their focus on this. Somebody's got to get the message. MBS and others have to look back and say, what do we do? How do we look? Forget Israel and Palestine. We don't care about that. How do we look? Is this your chance, MBS, to come forward? What does he do? If he comes forward and say, all right, Hamas, stop it. Does he incur the wrath? Because remember, the royal family, no matter what anybody says, they're more afraid of the people in the street than anybody else, because there are people who want their heads. Okay? There are people in Saudi Arabia who says, excuse me, you're the royal family. How did this happen? You're in charge of all the oil. Excuse me. How did this is our oil. And then we're going to get into that again. So they live a rather precarious existence as well. So what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Hamas has got to be made to look as this is important. Those, I'm going to say the Israel side, just for shorthand, the Israel side has to fuse Hamas and the Palestinian movement together, so that they are fused together. Do you hear what I'm saying? That's what you want. You want them to be intermingled, as it were. You got what I'm saying? So that you don't have one versus the other. So that when you think Palestinian, you think Hamas. And then somebody's got to get the message out and say, number one, folks, let me read to you the first clause, the first condition, the first paragraph of the charter of Hamas. The expunction, the expurgation, the bodularization, the amputation, the removal of Israel. Does that sound reasonable to you? Well, that's what they want. That's what they want. They represent you. That's not going to happen. So their first premise, their first raison d'etre is specious. What do they say about you in this? Hey, Gaza, what does Hamas have in their charter about you? Nothing. It's not about you. You're just it's about Israel. It's about Israel. It was started by Israel. It kind of got out of control. And now it's this metastatic thing. And when people start to say, what the hell are we marching for? Israel. Oh, yeah, Israel. Right. The apartheid state. Okay. And by the way, and it's bad. And don't you ever let anybody tell you that those people aren't suffering. There's no doubt about that. But you see what's happening? And Trump, right away, Trump could say, I'm going to get this. I'm going to do what everybody else tried to do. I'm going to show you what it's like when you have somebody who can think like a negotiator, who can bring the various parties together. 1-800-Lionel now. 1-800-Lionel. I don't know what we're giving the number to. It could, for all I know, it could be a bait and tackle shop. But thank you for that. Thank you. Oh my God. I love this is beyond anything we've ever seen, my friends. Do you understand? Do you recognize this? And what happens to Ukraine? Huh? What happens to Ukraine? Ukraine. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ukraine. What was Ukraine about? What was Ukraine about? What was it? Is that where Russia invaded Ukraine? Is that it? Well, that's what they said it was. Or was that another red line too? There's a lot of interesting. Yeah, yeah. That's gone. I mean, that thing just pooped out. Remember when Zelensky was brought out to Congress in his T-shirt, and they were throwing money? He's a billionaire. He's a billionaire. He's going to end up in Cyprus or Miami or wherever it is. I mean, he is. What a bunch of bullshit that was. And you felt, when I say you, I mean the American people. They fell for, Putin's trying to reconsolidate the Soviet Union. Give me a break. What are you talking about? They goaded him. They wanted him. That was the whole reason they were drawing him into a war. That's what Newland wanted. But it's moot now. It's over with. They're just trying to get out of it. And Biden's walking around saying he's working on his immunity deal. Make sure can I immunize myself? Can I pardon myself? Can I pardon my son? He's working on the pardons. I got the pardons. I'm ready to go. We got the money. We got our 25 million. Yeah. Here's the deal. We leave and you don't come after us. Okay. Is that all right? Okay. Jill, get ready. Get that dog. Kill that dog. Biting people. I don't even want that dog. Commander or whatever it is. That damn dog. Get rid of that dog. I don't care about this. I don't care. And this stupid son of mine, I can't stand this punk, this whole group. I'm done. I'm out of here. I did my thing. I'm out. I'm done. They're getting ready for him. Goodbye. And he is just caving. And if you've ever seen, sadly enough, somebody who's ever been like that, a loved one or someone, the collapse is precipitous. It's like, my God. It just, whoa. It's done. Next year, a year from Tuesday, is the election. And Donald Trump cannot say what he wants to say. What he wants to say is, remember the scene from Raging Bull? You didn't knock me down, right? You didn't knock me down. Look at me. Look how I'm still going. Still going strong. How many? 94 counts? We haven't even gotten to this other one, Jack Smith and the papers and the Mar-a-Lago. This is over. Just fussing around with this stuff. This is nothing. This is crazy. Monopoly says this is a complete Unity game template called Monopol. It's ready for release and it's excellent for learning purposes. Thank you. Thank you. Truly. Isn't this fun, kids? Isn't this fun? Are you getting this? Do you understand what's happening? Please tell me you do. Please tell me you grasp every little thing we're doing. The radical left, they don't know what to do. They have no idea what to do. They are Hamas did it. Hamas did. You've got people from all of these big shot Ivy League. You better shut up. They want the Harvard Law president gone. They're tired of this. And they're telling him, you weren't just countenancing and agreeing to, anti-Israel sentiment. You were basically countenancing and supporting and validating vile, hatred, dangerous, anti-Semitic talk. And we're not going to let you get away with it. And that's exactly what they told him. That's exactly what they did. You hear what I'm saying? That's exactly what happened, my friend. That's exactly what happened. And I love it. Okay? I love it. It's so sad that people have to die in this for this tumult to take place. It is so sad. But the world will never be the same. And Donald Trump has the chance. Look at me. Has the chance to win this. He's got to watch what he says. He's got to tell people like Don Jr., shut up. And that thing, Kimberly, shut up. Go away. I'm going to do this differently. He has to hire a team of script writers like a movie, like a play. We're going to create a character, Trump 2, the new Trump. How he acts, what he says, what he doesn't say, his countenance, his look, his attitude. This is the chance. What does he do? Every single move scripted. No inauguration. I'm too busy for that. I'm too busy. That's a big fuck you. And I love it. And he goes to work. And he has this system, and he doesn't announce, he doesn't telegraph, he just does it. And he goes out with a bang. Oh my God, you have no, and that Democratic Party will be sitting around saying, what do we do? I've got the Israel faction over here. I got the Palestinian faction over here. I got the spoiled brat faction over here. I got remember the climate change? What about us? Screw the climate change. Nobody's talking about COVID. Nobody's talking about anti-vaxxing. Nobody's talking about election denial. All of this stuff that used to get us canned is gone. They lifted, it's not that they lifted the prohibition. They don't care anymore. They don't care anymore. You can see it's like, my God. I don't want to say this or jinx anybody, but there are people that I look at YouTube in particular who I think are like canaries in the coal mine, and I'm thinking, well, they're still up and running, so things must be okay. They're talking, I guess. Oh, my dear friends. Oh, my dear friends. Oh, my dear friends. Oh, this is happy days are here again. A year from Tuesday. A year from Tuesday. And you know what next month is? You know what next month is? It's not just Christmas, but it's the season. It's the season. You know what makes a great gift? You know what? You wait. Think about it right now. You got plenty of time. Where should you go? Let me tell you about my great friends at mypillow.com. Mypillow.com. And by the way, use promo code Lionel. Use promo code Lionel and receive a free gift. No purchase necessary. And yes, I realize that gifts are free. It's a tautology. Get over it. Sue me. So what are we talking about? How about Giza Dream bed sheets, My Pillow 2.0, sheets, slippers, percales, towels, quilts, bedspreads, mattresses, mattress covers, mattress toppers, linens, kitchen towels, bathrobes, name it. Items to luxuriate and relax. And don't forget, Christmas is just around the corner. And yes, it makes a great stocking stuffer, and it's fine for dad or grad. Made by the greatest company from the greatest people in the greatest country. Or call 800-645-4965 if you're OG, and see how quickly Mike Lindell answers the phone. 800-645-4965. But don't forget, only use promo code Lionel. That's mypillow.com. Promo code Lionel. Mypillow.com. Promo code Lionel. The sagacity, the sapience, the delivery, the delivery, or the liberty. Don't bring up the liberty now with this crowd. Oh, my God. Dear friends, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, look at this. Operation Paperclip, Operation Northwoods, the Levant affair, the Liberty, 9/11 told me all I need to know about the Israeli and U.S. governments. Oh, Jimbo. Jimbo, I love you, Jimbo. New material. It's time to move on, Jimbo. It's time to move on. Are we going to talk about 9/11 forever? Are you? You're going to talk about Operation Paperclip forever? Are you? the liberty? Are you really going to do this? And I got made my bones on 9/11. Are you going to do it? Mike Tewksbury said, "All hail Sam Shizer, my husband-in-law, the great one. Thank you. I will hail as well. Salve. Oh no, Ave. Excuse me. We've got to put this behind us, dear friends. Do you think that Israel is somehow this sinister group of people that are somehow different than anybody else? Do you think Hamas is? Do you think deep down inside, when you meet these people, if you sat down, do you think they're different than us? Do you really? Do you really? Be honest with me. No. No. We have this innocence. We love to think of evil. Oh, he's evil. Oh, they're evil. Hamas is evil. Yeah. We've done everything they've done. Everything. Raping civilians, firebombing, 2 atom bombs, artillery. Oh my God, what Doolittle did to Tokyo? What are you talking about? Don't give me this business. Oh, they're evil. The axis of evil. They hate our freedom. Stop with this nonsense. They're just like us. And they're brilliant and they're dangerous. Don't ever undersell them. This idea that somehow they're evil. We love this evil thing. It's like we do all the time with it's the devil. It's Satan. It's satanic. Would you stop that? It's human. It's what humans do. It's what we do. That's all it is. There's nothing about this that's that great. There's nothing about this that's that. It's who we are. Humans are terrible and sinister and mean. And if you want me to run your country, do you want me to be a nice leader? Nice to our enemies? No. Do you want people to fear us? Yes. Now, there have been some people before who basically, I think Stalin, Hitler, Mao, I think Pol Pot, I think we can pretty much say, you know what, they really. But let me talk to you about Stalin. Stalin's a bad guy, right? Yeah. What do you think Russians think about Stalin today? Stalin won the war. Stalin won the war by basically throwing, Leningrad was ridiculous, but he won. He won. And many people hold him as their hero because he won. What about Mao? What is Mao to these people? In 1949, China was eating dirt. Mao came along and what do Chinese people think about this? Not everybody, but what do people who are there? You think there are any communists who are happy? You think you think Maduro and others are unhappy? Do you think that communism everywhere breeds unhappiness? Is that what you think? Do you think that living in a communist society makes you unhappy? You know how many people are unhappy here? How many people who are poor or uneducated or and you can say they have the same opportunities we are. Do you think that there are people in this country who are miserable? You have this idea. You've been given this idea that whenever that Marxian world, that it's all just horrid and they hate each other. Please stop it. But listen to this. Try our new double quarter pounder today from McDonald's. Thank you. I even and they have nice salads as well. Thank you, McDonald's. Thank you. Thank you. We are so innocent. We are so innocent. We love the thing. Oh, we just have this. We're the greatest country in the world. And we're the only people who have freedom of speech. We're the only ones who can speak. We're the only ones who can talk. Nobody else can talk. Nobody else has. We're the greatest medical care. Do you think we're the greatest medical system in the world? Are you kidding me? Oh, if you can afford it. If there's some weird kind of experiment, oh yeah, you're doing great. But do you think infant mortality? Oh, quit bringing up infant mortality. Look, I'm trying to set you on the right path. I want you to know when to be happy, know when to be sad, and know when to be indifferent. And I don't want you to fall prey to this mind control, this nonsense. Look, I love this country. Don't love the government. I love you. I love all of us. I love who we are. But this is different. And when it comes to politics, I look at strategy. No good guys, no bad guys. Who's winning, who's losing, that's it. I don't care who the good guys are. Yeah, I'll let you worry about this. But right now, the whole world is watching Israel and Hamas and others as well. That's what is critical. I can't say it enough, my friends. I can't say it enough. I'm telling you. I am telling you, and I want you to understand what I'm saying. I want you to listen like you've never listened before, okay? I want you to listen like you've never listened before. What we are seeing right now, my friends, is so incredibly devilish and so strategically brilliant that I don't know how to say it any other way than just get ready. Oh, dear God, get ready. And ultimately, this is going to stop when Israel decides to say that is enough. Whatever this particular movement, this operation is, whatever you want to call this, Israel says that is enough. Okay? That's enough. And then somebody's going to have to go to Hamas and say, now what's it going to be for you? You're going to keep this up? You're going to keep shelling Israel? Yes or no? You're going to keep going into Gaza and continuing this? I mean, the gig's up. This is all going to change. What are you going to do? What's your connection to this? That's what's critical. That's the part that I keep saying. And I am saying to you repeatedly, dear friend, this is the thing which I cannot put into words enough. Okay? That's all. That's all I'm trying to say. It's very, very simple. Okay? That's it. Very, very, very simple. Now, dear friends, I ask you a very simple question. And I want you to be honest with me. I want you to tell me the truth. Or the truth, as people say. I want you to ask me something. Have you enjoyed yourself tonight? Do you enjoy our evenings together? Yes or no? Do you enjoy them? Do you find yourself looking at what we're saying, looking at what we're doing, and thinking, I learn a lot. I meet my friends. I talk to my compatriots. I'm part of a family. Do you? Do you? Because that's critical. It's okay. You don't have to be effusive. That's all it is. I just want you to enjoy this, because this is as beautiful as it gets when it comes to the notion of free speech and the like. So let me ask you a couple of things. First of all, I ask you, dear friends, to remember something too. You may also subscribe to my incredibly fascinating private channel. Go to lionelmedia.com, sign up. That's all. I can say what I want. I provide stories and music. I did a piece today. I was rediscovering the Cowboy Junkies. Remember them? The days of Natalie Merchant and the Cowboy Junkies. And then Javan, who did the great song Kapim. And then I was looking at some old, just classic Albert King, prototypically wonderful. But so that's what I do. That's my thing. So lionelmedia.com, that's where you can do this. Also, on February the 3rd, very, very simple. I want you to join me. Come to New York. Please come to Denver for the springtime. At the Cutting Room, February the 3rd. Doors open at 7 o'clock. Liz Solak will tell you. Liz last time did a Appalachian clogging routine, which brought the house down. Tickets are available. Go to the description section and learn accordingly, my dear friends. It's that simple. And I ask you always to just thank you for supporting us. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity. And don't forget also to subscribe. And also, don't forget about our fixture status on Twitter as well. All right? Or actually, it's X, I guess you would call it. All right, dear friends, have a great and a glorious day. You are beyond wonderful. See you tomorrow, same bad time, same bad channel, 8 a.m. Eastern time. And until then, remember, the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. Ta-ta.